Hi everybody. We're doing the podcast now.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
Hey, hey, hey.
Wednesday,
It's not been
7:30.
cancelled. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just making up for last week.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back, Ish.
Yay,
I have yoga.
Michael.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome back. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you. I missed you.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we've got a new person here now. Kind of disappointed because
Shut up, man.
he shaved his beard, man. What's going on?
I'm sorry.
You do that, man?
I had to, man.
Oh.
I need to look.
This is the
I'm a
multiverse,
free spirit, yeah.
like Kieran right now.
Yeah, it's like you're from 687 or something, man.
How'd you know I didn't kill your Kieran and just slid in, waiting for my beard to grow?
We're doing a Rick and Morty right about now.
Yeah, probably did, man. You probably did. Bring the beard back.
I'll be growing it. You know, I love my beard. I'm not even gonna lie. I love my beard. I'm gonna grow it back in October. Definitely October.
For the winter.
Yeah, man.
What's when we don't get winter in October and it's like just pure summer until like January?
Until then, man, smooth. Besides, I'm not even gonna lie. I am fine. Like seriously. Like for real though.
Say it again. Tell them.
Grow a beard back for what? Look at these cheeks, man.
Yeah, you look young, man. You do.
You do.
Thank you.
You look like 15 years younger.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
I don't think you're old enough to be on the podcast now, man.
Yeah, sorry, man. You should see me with my hair out, man, like a little boy.
Oh, this is adorable right now. Okay, issue 27.
Yeah, issue 27. 27, man. 27,
guys.
No.
Yeah. With us for 27 months.
Well, no, not really.
27 weeks, sorry, 27
weeks. Give or take a couple because we couldn't do a couple. So yeah, man, 27.
And thank you for joining us, everybody who's out there.
New and old.
Everybody, we love you. Mwah. Thank you for helping and appreciating and numbers.
Just
and
so
stuff.
you know, we are
the Source Wall.
The Source Wall. Da Source Wall.
Yes, sir.
Specialist.
All right. And as you can see,
comics.
Josh is out on patrol, being the ninja that he is, but he will be back. Maybe tonight, maybe next week.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Yeah. So yes. But what we got going today?
What we got? What do you do? We got the amazing Spoiler Man.
He did it on purpose, man. Come on, man. Every time he did it on purpose.
Amazing Spoiler Man.
The amazing Spoiler Man. Nice.
That was nice, dude.
Yeah. So Tom Holland, if you guys don't know, he kind of spoiled it, but as you say, it's definitely on purpose because this boy he loves to spoil stuff, man.
Yeah.
So he spoiled the title for Spider-Man 2.
Yes, he did.
So spoilers, if you don't want to know, I don't know how you're going to hide from that, but it's called Far.
For it.
Yeah. It's called Far From Home. Yeah.
And Kevin Feige confirms it.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. So
Believe
fun.
it. Itatibayo. Nah.
When's this
You know
one due
what?
to come out?
It's due to come out next year, July 5th.
Okay.
Oh, really? That soon?
Yeah. Well, I wish it was sooner, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Summer soon come around again.
But they, I don't even think they've actually started filming yet either.
Nah, not.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start next month. I think.
Yeah. You know what? Excuse me. I saw this artwork. Damn. Excuse me. I ain't got no water. I saw this artwork, and it was basically like for the movie. It was like a.
You want some iced tea?
I'm cool. Got some water. I saw this movie fan artwork of like the poster, and it was obviously Spider-Man Far From Home, but they had like bits of the symbiote coming off him.
Was you sure that went from like Boss Logic or something?
I don't know who did it. I was just on my Instagram scrolling, and yeah,
that would be quite sick though. But
no, it would be sick. Like, that would be a cool way to do it. I mean,
yeah.
Having said that, you know how Tom Hardy's Venom's already screwed that up.
Man, I already forgot about that, man. I forgot that film was coming out, mate.
Is it not out yet?
Nah.
I thought it was out, to be honest.
No, it's out in October. It's actually out on my birthday. Hint, hint. Yeah.
Have a beard by then.
Do not get him Venom tickets. Get him something better, okay?
Yeah.
Just let you know. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, I think that was completely intentional for Tom Holland to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know which one, which I think was an accident? I don't remember. I don't know if you guys remember when Mark Ruffalo spoiled. Was it Infinity Wars?
Yeah. That was a blatant accident, man.
Who's talking like, yeah, and then I got the script.
Oh man. Spoilers for Infinity War. If you ain't seen it, I don't know what you're doing on this podcast anyway. Or any comic book podcast, anything. But he was like, yeah, oh man, yeah, everybody dies. And it's like, shh, man, you're not supposed to say that. Like, but in hindsight, it's like, yeah. When you see, it's like, yeah, he really did bloody spoil it all.
Yeah, that's why they don't bring him on anything anymore. He's just like at the back.
Yeah.
You should.
Funny. I don't know if you guys watch How It Should Have Ended, and they did a kind of like a meme about it of like Falcon and the Hulk talking.
Oh, really?
In the Marvel movies, and the Hulk kept spoiling things.
I missed that one, man.
Good.
I need to watch that.
Was a good one.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, that happened. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think of the title, though?
I think
From Home. I didn't just ask that question, did I?
No, you didn't.
No.
I like the idea of it. I mean, it kind of suggests that after Infinity War is over, that they're not just gonna go home straight away. They're not just gonna be on Earth, and then, or maybe he's the only one who gets stranded and has to find his way back. Who knows? It's open to so much possibility.
Well, I've heard, obviously, so I've heard that Gwen Stacy might be in it, and they'll be filming in London anyway. That's a thing in the UK.
I'm
just trying to get back to you.
I need to get my part in there. Hey.
Yeah. So they're gonna film soon. They're gonna film in the UK, some of it in the UK and some of it in Europe as well. So I think that's got something to do with it, obviously. We've got Mysterio in it as well. So I wouldn't be surprised. Have we actually seen Jake Gyllenhaal play with an English accent in anything?
Not that I can think of.
Because maybe they come over here for like the theater or something.
Yeah.
And he's
okay. So it's not going to be anything intergalactic. It's probably just going to be I'm in Europe.
Yeah, no, I don't think they'll do that, man. I really doubt. I'll be surprised if they did, but I really doubt they'll do anything that's got to do with Infinity War.
Yeah.
With this, because it's Sony as well. So you know, that'll be. I mean, they probably could do it, but I wouldn't see that happening for another few years once they kind of got a few films under their belt and it's not so separate, if you know what I mean.
It was a nice fantasy while it lasted.
While it lasted, yeah.
Drop the Sony thing in there and you're like, oh yeah.
I'm so done with Sony. Can we move on to the next bit?
Yeah. What's next, Sony?
Well, unfortunately, we're not done with Sony yet because they're on some next level. They want to do another Spider-Man spin-off.
They're holding on to that franchise, boy. They're holding on.
They're holding on. The thing is, though, I think this one, it makes more sense than, well, actually, maybe not. It doesn't, actually. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Make more sense than Venom. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Let's just say who it is first.
All right. So apparently Sony is developing a Silk movie, and if you don't know who Silk is Cindy Moon from the Amazing Spider-Man comics. She was actually introduced in 2014. Very new. It was Dan Slott. Obviously, Dan Slott's been on there for time, so anything within the last 10 years, he pretty much did. But basically, what happened was she got bitten by the same radioactive spider that bit Peter. So it bit him. It didn't die straight away. It's a bit of a reboot. It didn't die straight away. It crawled off, and then it bit Cindy in her ankles. And then it died. And basically, what happened when she was introduced, there was this whole thing going on with who was the villain again? I think it was
it Morland?
Morland, that's it. Yeah, with Morland, and Morland was he's like a, because Spider-Man's powers is kind of like a totem thing. So you got the spider totem. So you got different spider characters throughout the multiverse. So you got Spider Pig, for instance. You got what's it called?
You got everybody. You got Miles Morales.
Morales, yeah.
The '94 Spider-Man. They even hinted, if you read Spider-Verse, that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. Even those, yeah.
It's every Spider-Man.
Every single Spider-Man. So they're all kind of totems. So Morland is basically an enemy of the totems, and he hunts throughout the multiverse to try to find the spiders and kill them. The thing with Cindy Moon, she actually got locked up in like a safe by Ezekiel, and Ezekiel was Peter's mentor back in. This was actually when I just when I stopped reading comics. So I can't remember. It must have been like late 90s, maybe early 2000s. And that was a whole storyline between him and Kane, Scarlet Spider, and all of that. So he found Cindy and he locked her up for some reason. And basically, she was locked up in there between the time that Spider-Man became Spider-Man, or Peter Parker became Spider-Man, up until 2014, which probably is about, I don't know, 10. Basically, she was 10, 15 years. In the actual Spider universe, so that's how long she was locked up. And then, I think Peter had, I think he was drawn to it in a way, and then he opened up the bunker, and then she came out, and because she came out, Morland was able to find where they are, and that's what kind of started off the whole Spider-Verse and. So she's very new, but she's very important.
She also has that thing. Well, the two of them, I don't know if that's still how that's going now, but they have this uncontrollable attraction to each other. Pheromones are really strong. Where whenever they see each other, they just start making out. They can't help it.
Luckily,
life was like that.
Luckily, Peter wasn't with Mary Jane at the time.
Could you imagine?
So it was quite nuts though, the way they were doing that, like webbing up the ceiling and doing it up in the ceiling and shit. But she's a very interesting character. I haven't read her. She had a solo comic out a few months back, or I think it was last year.
I haven't read her solo stuff yet, and it's on my to-do list. But so far, from what I've read, that's had her feature in it. She's favorite Spider-Woman.
Yeah. Apparently, it's been really good. So that's what I've heard. I've not read it myself, but it has been really good. So again, I might go back and read it. But
that was on my list, to be honest.
But
who would you play her? If you picked, who would you get to play?
That's another thing, actually, because I think she's Asian.
She is, isn't? I was just about to say. I swear she is.
Yeah, she's like East Asian. But they've already got a Cindy Moon in Spider-Man in Homecoming.
Well, I must have missed that.
Yeah, no, she's in it, and she's even on the bus in Infinity War as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Googling that.
I can't remember her name, but the thing is, it's like, well, why not use her? Really?
Yeah.
What's the problem? A lot of these. It's give them a chance, man. That's my opinion.
They're gonna make her older. That's why. Make her older. I'm telling you. She'll be older. The actress will be older than Tom Holland. I'm telling you, she'll be like late 20s.
I hope they don't. I really hope they don't recast her.
Yeah, no, doesn't
Oh
make any
yeah.
sense.
Oh god, she was the smart girl.
Yeah. She
Oh,
was, yeah.
snap.
Show the viewers. We want to see.
Hang on a sec. She was all flirty with Peter at that point, wasn't she, as well? Can you see that? Oh no, it's too much
Oh,
light.
she's perfect for it.
Yeah.
She would be actually.
Yeah.
But that's a shame. They're not gonna get her. I don't know why they don't get her. The thing is, I was thinking about this. So
Well, we don't know. It's all apparent that they're doing this as well. Anyway,
Well,
this,
they won't use her because they're not connecting these movies to the MCU. They keep having these stupid interviews. Remember the whole back and forth when
I don't know, man. I don't know. And until I see Venom, then it's a possibility because
fair dues.
I really do hope this Venom has got something to do with the Spider-Man. Honestly,
I just want Tom Holland to be walking past in the grocery store with Aunt May, and for him to see it, and I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't need to do anything. They could bump shoulders at the I don't know, the bus stop or the library, something American, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
And then they don't need to fight. Just let me know that it's in the same universe.
Yeah.
And I'll say no more. You know.
But there was reports of him actually being on set at some point.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
That was early on, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's when it nearly when they was finishing filming it, I think.
I suppose the best thing to do now would just be to wait until October to see what Venom's saying.
Yeah.
Which I will not be going to the cinemas to see.
I want to see it, but
I do.
I want to see it, but I'm just like, I don't want to be in pain when I'm watching. Because I will literally call you, Rich. I will call you while I'm in the cinema. I do not care. That is breaking geek code. I'll be like, yo.
I'll be seeing it. Well, I'll definitely be seeing it. No doubt.
Movies. Sorry, I thought you were done. It's one of those movies that I don't care to see, but I will see. I'll probably find it off a site or something.
Is this your Solo? Is this like Solo for you, or is it better or worse?
It's what Venom.
Venom, yeah.
Venom is worse. Like Solo. That's a good question. I think it's worse because as much as I loved Star Wars growing up, I was like in love with Spider-Man growing up. Like all of it. The symbiote saga in the 90s cartoon. I think me and Antoine had some old comics where Spider-Man was actually wearing the black. Do you know what I mean? Grew up with Venom. I think it means more to me. Venom means a lot more to me or Spider-Man in general. Means a lot more to me than Star Wars does.
Yeah.
So, it's like it literally does feel like a personal insult for them to do it wrong. If somebody asks me, let's say if my boo or my brothers ask me, yeah, we're gonna go see Solo, do you wanna come? I would go. I ain't doing that for Venom. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna see it.
Man's like,
I really hope it's actually good. I really do hope. I have a feeling, even if it doesn't have anything to do with Spider-Man, like if it hasn't, like we all know the mythology of it, that it came down from he got it from space. It was with him first, and then later on it went off him. But it's an important part of his origin. But
yeah, huge.
I think there's a possibility they can do it without that in it and still be kind of part of the MCU, because I've got a feeling that it is part of the MCU, because we've heard reports that Tom Holland was on set. So for me, it's like, yeah, it is part of the MCU. They're just trying to say that it's not, blah blah blah. But I think it will do. And the thing that I love about the MCU is they do sometimes go off pace with what's been going on in the comics.
Yeah.
But it still works out in a sense, you know what I mean? Some origins are so different from how they are in the comics, but it does still work out. So I'm hoping that could kind of rub off on the Sony Venom movie and also this Silk movie if they do it.
Yeah. Come on, Sony. Come on. Let's
get it together, man.
Get it together. So just for you guys who don't know or who wants to be introduced to Cindy Moon, aka Silk. Her first appearance was actually in Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3, Issue 1. That's from June 2014. That's when she was actually introduced as Cindy Moon, and as Silk, she was introduced on Issue 4. I'll definitely recommend you give that a read because
Silk is really cool. She's
that whole Morlun.
That whole thing, and it's his family as well that were going after going after. Oh, so you know what? Spider-Verse was sick.
Yeah, it was.
Read Spider-Verse, people.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse. Oh my days, read it.
Yeah.
So much going on.
What's next?
Next, we're still with the Marvel shindig.
Yay.
Inhumans.
Still trying to shove them down our throats.
I was.
The Inhumans, Marvel will be bringing them out on the anime sector of the. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's a Marvel Future Avengers.
What?
When I was researching this, I didn't even know about Marvel Future Avengers. I think it's kind of like a Disney kind of anime type program. So it's kind of like I don't know how to describe. It's kind of like an anime with an outside character mingling with the Avengers, and it's got the anime. It's basically really for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the best they can do with the Inhumans? Basically, are they going to Teen Titans Go to the Inhumans?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. I think. Yeah.
They need to drop the word anime, firstly, because that's just blasphemous. Because when I heard that they were doing anime, I thought, oh, they knew how rubbish the TV show was. So they're going to do hardcore version as an anime. But no. We get the baby food, rusks.
I haven't had Rusk in ages. Just buy some of those tomorrow.
Sorry, how good were Rusks back in the day? But they're giving us the Rusks version of this, and I'm like, that's just beyond rude. Just leave it alone, put it with Gambit, and just never ever talk about it ever again.
Too funny.
Okay.
I think that should be the title. Just put it with Gambit.
Put it with Gambit. Yeah. Oh man.
So I think basically what it is Marvel Future Avengers. It started in last July, and it's like I said, an anime series. So the Inhumans will be part of it. So it's not Inhumans only anime. There'll be actually when we had the Spider-Man animated cartoon, and then you had the Iron Fist joined him, Iron Fist, Luke Cage. Yeah. White Tiger, I think it is.
Tiger, Agent Venom.
Yeah, they all kind of.
Jeez.
Yeah, they all joined him. I got off that cartoon because I couldn't understand I couldn't understand who was Scarlet Spider-Man. I was like,
I didn't get that. I remember I started watching that bit trying to figure it out, and I was just,
hashtag tangents.
No, I was gonna say I even Googled it and I still didn't get it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. So yeah, let's put it
that way.
It's one of those. So I don't know if you want to watch some more Inhumans, then go for it.
I didn't want to watch Inhumans in the first place, so I didn't.
Can that be the title?
So I didn't.
There's too many one-liners tonight. It's too good.
Let's move on from Inhumans.
Yeah, please.
Oh my days.
You got some X-Men news in there? Like seriously, I need some of that XG.
We got some X-Men news later.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Warner Brothers, though, at the moment, they promised the first look at Young Justice Outsiders at SDCC.
Yes, I cannot wait for Comic-Con just for this. Do you know how many petitions I signed? You look like seriously. If you lot don't know, watch Young Justice. Like seriously, just that's so you understand what's going on here. This is monumental. We brought a cartoon back. We told the networks no, bring that shit back.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what characters are going to be in it. Sorry, you guys go on.
Well, I mean, I've not watched Young Justice actually.
What?
Shamefully, I've not watched them.
Oh, watch episode 1, man. You'll like it.
Yeah, I'm sure I would. I did love the animation of back in the days, Batman, Justice League, and But yeah, I do need to watch it. I will watch this SDCC first look when it pops up.
I'll say if you liked like the Batman anime, it's basically anything with all of that Bruce Timm stuff. Yeah. If you liked all of that, trust me, you will like Young Justice. It's on the same vein. It's like it's still got that adult feel to it, but just and still got the really, really good writing. It's just about kind of like more modern in the sense that it's better animation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seriously, go for it. You love it. Superboy was my favorite character. No, Wally West.
Wally West. Oh, is it with Wally West in this one, right?
Yeah, Wally West is in it. Basically, it's like the Justice League are in it, but they're not the focus. They've only been the Justice League for about 10 years in season 1. Okay. Justice League for about 10 years, and they've got their sidekicks, and the sidekicks basically branch off and start their own group.
So does this kind of, could you say it kind of branches out from the old school Justice League TV series?
No, reason being is because it's set in a different universe. They even gave it a number and a designation as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's got nothing to do with that at all. Not to say that they couldn't do an episode one day where they go to an alternate reality.
Yeah.
Meet them, but no, this is a completely different Justice League, different young Justice team,
and different voice actors as well.
Yeah,
right?
Different voice actors. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Still really, really good. I don't know if you watched Under the Red Hood, right?
Yeah.
The guy who plays Batman in that plays Batman in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's really good. And I think his Batman is better in this.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, all right. Sweet.
So, San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. There's a few things popping up over there, man. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, we need to get our asses over there, man. Sometime we need someone to sponsor us to get over there.
Yeah, hello. Go fund the Sourcewall people. So show you what's over there, so you can come over one day with us.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. What's up in a nice hotel? Don't try to put me in Watts or Compton. I'm not trying to get caught slipping wearing blue or red.
On the road, cheap, but it's fine. Okay. What else we got?
All right. So Jodie Foster is apparently in talks with FX to star as Jennifer Brown in their planned Why the Last Man television series, according to the hashtag show.
I don't even know what that is. Excuse me. I don't even know what that is.
What? Why the Last Man?
Yeah.
Why the Last Man was a Image comic from 2007, was it? Or no, what was it? It's quite a while ago. Really, It's quite a while ago.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that still Brian K. Vaughan was the is that got Thingy Staples as well as the artist? Who's the artist on that book?
Who is it?
Josh Mazar Jr. and Gordon.
Pierre Guerra, Goran.
Just the artwork.
Yeah.
At this distance, look very similar to a Saga as well.
No.
Yeah, no, it does sometimes, yeah. Okay. But like, no, the artwork's a little bit different.
Oh yeah, good. Still okay. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
So I've got it. I've had it for so long, and I've not bloody read it yet, man. I'm slacking on that part, but it's
5, and I think
next.
I think there's two after.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I have yet to finish this.
It's quite thick as well.
Yeah, no, it's a good read.
What we should do is go through all the graphic novels that you've got, count them, and next week we come back and say how many graphic novels we've got left to read in our stack.
Jeez, I don't know about that, man.
I know I got a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Now, what I like about Why the Last Man, it is a good read, but it's just like, as you were saying, but it's just like, because there's different stories going on, it's one multiple story that's coming together.
Oh, is it a
So
bit
it's
Pulp
like,
Fiction?
yeah.
Is it a bit like Pulp Fiction in terms of the way the stories are just everywhere?
Yeah, it's like Pulp Fiction mixed with Crash.
Yeah, okay.
All happening at the same time, kind of thing.
Wow.
So you're like, oh, okay, which is really fun, but it's just like, okay, it's one where you can actually put it down, come back to it, put it down, come back to it, which I like about it. So
yeah,
it is nice. It is nice.
If you guys don't know, the premise of Why the Last Man is that Yorick Brown, him and his monkey actually are the only male species anything left in the world. So he's just surrounded by women, and he
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. What are you gonna do, eh, Shane? What are you gonna do? So he's an amateur escape artist, and his pet Ampersand, is that his name?
Yeah, Ampersand, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a mysterious plague that killed all the male mammals on Earth. The two set off on a globe-spanning journey to reunite with Yorick's girlfriend, discover what wiped out the world's Y chromosome, and find out why they survived. So yeah, that sounds awesome for me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she does sound pretty sick.
So Jodie Foster, she will be playing his mother.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
yeah. So apparently the mother has got a really big story. She's a big part of the comic as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, a lot happens to her.
Yeah. And I mean, for Jodie Foster, she was in, she you know her as a movie star, movie actress, but I think the last time she was in a TV series was quite a while ago, actually.
Yeah.
So it would be good to.
You're right for that.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see who they cast for Yorick.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Because he's quite quirky-ish, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, who they cast for that, but be fun.
Yeah.
Be fun.
So, yeah, I mean, she's an Oscar winner as well. A brief history of what was going on with Why the Last Man, because it was supposed to be, they wanted to make it into a movie as well. But I'm actually pretty excited that it's going to be a film because, a TV series.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. So, Melina Matsoukas from Insecure will direct the pilot, which will be written by Michael Green. He's he wrote American Gods, which that series, I don't know if you lot have seen it, but you need to watch that bloody series, man.
I saw American Gods. I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, American Gods is sick. And he also wrote Blade Runner 2049. Best movie of last year. One of the best movies of last year. The best movie that wasn't a Marvel film last year.
Yeah, there we go.
So those two, they'll be showrunners, and with Ada Mashaka Kroll, like butchering her name or his name, but they are from Luke Cage and Turn. I've not seen Turn or heard of that.
Have you seen? Let us know, please.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Is that a movie or a TV show?
It might be a TV show. I'm not too sure. Yeah. But a brief history of rights for it, I guess. So New Line Cinema acquired the rights back in 2007 with DJ Caruso loosely attached until he exited the project following a disagreement about format. So I think maybe they had a disagreement about it being a film or a series. Yet the adaptation was revived by New Line in 2012 when it was considered a priority for the studio. But the film rights reverted to Vaughn and Guerrera in 2014. 2015, FX announced plans to develop Why the Last Man for television, with Green hired as a showrunner. However, he was also committed to oversee Star's American Gods with Brian Fuller, at least until the duo exited the project in 2017, following season 1. I was pretty upset about that actually, that they left it. With Green available once again, Fox CEO John Landegroff expressed confidence earlier this year that there will be movement on the project. Sorry, I said Fox, but I meant FX. FX has not announced a schedule for Why the Last Man's release yet. So,
well, is it coming up on Amazon? You said, yeah. No.
On Amazon.
Yeah. Is it on Amazon or just doing
FX? Yeah.
Okay.
FX.
Yeah. I was about to say, if Amazon had that as well, I'd be like, oh, they got 2 great shows. So we got this one on FX, and then you got to watch From East to West on Amazon. Well,
to be fair, there's a few FX shows that actually, for us anyway, in the UK, we get a few shows on Amazon that are from FX. So, I mean, for us, we might get it, we might not get it. It just depends. But I mean, there's a lot of good shows on FX.
Yeah.
Legion, Karen, is on FX. That's a sick show.
He was like, I'm getting to it in a minute.
Atlanta.
Hey, at least I'm watching Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's sick, man. Yeah. American Horror Story. I need to catch up on that, actually.
I haven't watched that since they were in the asylum.
Yeah, same, actually. That's where I left off. You got Fargo, Taboo. There's loads of stuff on FX. Yeah. So, yeah, Preacher. Nip Tuck was on it. Shield was on it.
Ooh, that takes me back.
My God, who remembers Nip Tuck?
Nip Tuck was good, man. Yeah, so I got trust in them. Hopefully it will come out pretty well. Don't want them to rush it, but
yeah, no rush.
But hopefully it will come out soon, man.
Yeah,
I really can't wait.
Please, can we have new actors?
Yeah, man, new actors.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
All right. So the final piece of news is kind of comic. Well, it is comic book news. It's kind of 2 news in a sense. Actually, it's just 1, but 2 points. So Walmart is apparently going to get some exclusive comics.
Walmart's big in America for some reason.
I know. It's weird. It's really weird. But
you like gun in Walmart. I'm not sure how I feel about.
I think you can buy everything in Walmart.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah. So basically, DC has announced it's called. What is it called? Okay, so basically, Michael Bendis, as you know, he's moved on to DC. He's actually doing Superman at the moment. But now for this exclusive, it will be 12 issues, 12 parts. And he will be on from issue 3, but he'll be writing his first Batman story.
Okay.
Second to that, Tom King, as you know, who's writing Batman right now. Himself and Andy Kubert will be part of a team on the Superman story.
Okay.
So
teams switching.
Yeah.
Trading trainers here. Okay.
Trading places. The thing is, it's not actually, like I said, it's a Walmart exclusive. So apparently, it would only be Walmart getting these copies.
But why Walmart? That's just a weird place to put them.
Not really, because like if you look at Marvel, you get Marvel Legends that are Walmart exclusives, and I think Walmart is just huge out there for whatever reason.
It's really big.
Understand it.
I think
I understand it because we're obviously UK.
Yeah, personally, I think it's to widen the audience. I think because okay, so this is going to be a 12-part story. You've got it's called. Sorry, again, it will be a 12-part story. All of these will be 100 pages in length as well. Priced at $4.99. I think DC Comics at the moment are like $2.99 or $3.99. $3.99. I'm talking dollars, not pounds. So because they're Walmart exclusive, these will be a mix of new stories. So from Michael Bendis and Tom King, and also republished reprinted stories as well. So you'll get a mix of new and old. So these are not really. I can't see them really being targeted at. I think it's mostly targeted at new readers.
Yeah.
Because I think comic book readers like us will probably just buy the first couple issues, issue 1, issue 2. I don't know. Maybe they might buy them all, but I think it's just to widen the spectrum of comic books. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose what bugs me, if we end up missing, you know, when you read a comic book and the character mentions something and then the writer will be like, or the artist will be like, check out issue of that comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom or something, and then it's like, well, if we can't check that comic out because it's an exclusive somewhere else, do you know what I mean? That's where I would bug me, I suppose. But I don't know if we get it later on in like a graphic novel, then I've got no complaints. Do what you want.
Yeah. So a quote from Dan DiDio. We're extremely good old Dan the man. We're extremely excited about working with Walmart to expand the reach of our books. These new monthly books combine new and accessible stories with reprints of classic comic series. It's a great way for new readers to get into comics and follow the characters they've grown to love in TV and film. So there will be a few different ones. You've got Superman Giant, Justice League of America Giant, Batman Giant, and Teen Titans Giant. They'll all start from August. Starting in August with Superman, and JLA will be arriving in selected Walmart locations on a monthly basis, with Batman and Teen Titans following suit 2 weeks later. Like I said, it will be 100 pages at $4.99. So yeah,
not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dad, if you get to a Walmart, let me know how it is, please. My dad's in the States.
Just a word about the Batman. So Batman Giant issue 3, that's the one where Michael Bendis will be in. It's the story arc is called Universe. Basically, Batman has a run-in with the Riddler. Bendis' debut on the Caped Crusader has a run-in with the Riddler sends Batman on a mystery that spans the globe. Yeah, that's it. Probably it'll be a bit more than that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll keep you posted, people. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Superman tale is titled Up in the Sky, and sees Superman searching the galaxy for a kidnapped girl. As the Man of Steel searches, the Man of Tomorrow's interstellar search intensifies, he faced what lengths he is willing to go to save a single life. So that should be interesting. So I've been reading Man of Steel.
I was just about to say, I was like, how's that going?
I missed out 2 weeks, and then I was on my lunch the other day, and I caught up with it. It is pretty interesting. It is getting to a point. The point of it, I don't know what it is. I'm a bit confused because I don't know whether Clark Kent is still with Lois Lane. It seems like they might have broken up or something's going on.
What?
I'm not sure. There's something going on with there's kind of like you got the main story, and then there's like a side story of, I don't know whether it's the future or the past, but it's kind of when you read in a comic and something happens, and then next week you'll find something else happens, but it's at the same time. It's just stalling on one bit that seems like it's supposed to be important, but it's
okay.
But it's been stalling on that one bit for like 3-4 weeks, man. I'm like 3-4 issues. I'm like, come on, let's go.
Unless you saw something in that I didn't. I've only read issue 1, so I haven't read the rest yet. But in issue 1, Lois and Clark were together. I don't know if something happens.
Yeah, there was a woman in the Daily Planet who mentioned to Clark Kent about something going on with him and Lois or something. I don't know. It's weird.
I'll be annoyed if Bendis breaks up Lois and Clark, you know.
Yeah, I would be as well. I would be as well.
This is what I'm talking about. You don't.
I don't know. It's the main story is okay. There's quite a lot going on with the main story. Spoilers if anything, but basically someone is hunting. He hates Kryptonians. Apparently he's responsible for Krypton being destroyed. He didn't know Superman was alive until now, so now he's hunting Superman. He's a warrior. He's got something to do with the guys from sorry, my DC knowledge is not that great, but is that who they are?
What, the Green Lantern elders?
Yeah.
Owens, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's interesting. He's a very strong guy. He's kind of smart, and he's playing Superman in the fighting game. So kind of testing him out and stuff. So that part is interesting, but the side stories I'm finding a bit annoying. They should hurry up. Yeah.
Like I said, I only read issue 1. When I get paid, and hopefully if I have money left over after everything, I'll get it. But,
Yeah.
I liked this character, and I like when the elder goes to see him.
Yeah.
He's on his planet. He's on this planet where he lives, and it's constantly fighting.
Yeah.
A warrior should always be.
Training.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It is that part of the story is good, but the other part is it's a bit weird. So I'm kind of looking forward to his run on Batman to see how he can write Batman. But
that is where he'll break up Catwoman and.
Yeah, I don't know whether Tom King's gonna actually get them married. Yeah, there's a lot of marriages going on in the comic book world at the moment.
Yeah.
Which we'll get on to in a second.
Kitty, we're talking to you.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, Bendis writing Batman, I'm a bit like, let's see how this Man of Steel goes, so I can get a grasp of where you're coming from.
Yeah. On
the other side of the spectrum, I can't wait to see Tom King on Superman. You know, he's Mr. Miracle. There's been a few complaints about his Batman. With like Catwoman beating all the Flashes at once and certain other things happening, but he's a pretty sick writer for me. I think anyway, he's a pretty good writer.
I think like Superman needs a little bit of to spice him up.
Yeah, and I think he can do that. Yeah. I think Tom King can do that.
I've read so much of his, like, as in I've only read so much of his Batman run.
Yeah.
I still need to read the Warren jokes and riddles, which I've got the graphic novel, I just haven't picked up yet.
Oh yeah, give that a read, man. It is pretty good.
From what I have read of him, he's like I Am Bane was sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I Am Bane was so good.
Yeah.
And even I Am Gotham was really good. Like the stuff of his, and I've picked up when you just pick up the odd comic from the run. I picked up the odd comic from his run, so even stuff that I shouldn't even read yet. And I'm like, this guy's, he's a great writer.
It's sick. You should definitely try and pick up Mr. Miracle as well.
No, that's in my wish basket.
Yeah.
After you talked it up, I was like, all right, I'm getting it.
He is sick. So I can't wait to see what he does on Superman. And it's Andy Kubert as well. You're reading Flash. Well, actually, it was Flashpoint. He drew the artist. So he'll be on Superman as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, somehow, some way we can get it over here in the UK. I know, like you said, we don't have a Walmart, so I don't know how that's gonna run.
Might be HMV exclusive. You never know. Or Forbidden Planet might hook something.
Maybe.
Damn.
Yeah. We'll have to see, but we'll try and get it and review it as well. Definitely.
Yeah.
What's next?
So, keeping on the review side of things.
We're in reviews already. Oh, damn.
Yeah, there wasn't that much news really.
All right.
Sorry.
I said reviews are fun anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Should we keep on the marriage side of things?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so spoilers. For X-Men Gold issue 30.
Oh no.
Oh no, you don't want it.
Wait. We just said spoilers.
I haven't read it yet. No, I haven't even bought it yet. No way. All right, you know what? Say what you gotta say. Boom, I'm there.
Do you know what though? Right. Okay. So basically, I've been behind on X-Men Gold. I'm quite behind. But I heard X-Men Gold issue 30 was a good, important issue.
Keep seeing spoilers all over Instagram. People would like just posting things. I'm like, no.
The thing is, so I started reading till Death Do Us Part. This basically it's about Kitty Pryde and Colossus getting married. They run up to their wedding. Finally.
Mm-hmm.
So it's how many issues are there? There's about
I think it's about 4, 26.
It's about
26, 27, 28, 29, for about 5 issues.
5 issues plus they had a special.
Plus the special 6, yeah.
Yeah, I unfortunately I didn't read that one.
It was cool.
But it was good. It was nice. It was decent. Each issue kind of starts off with Kitty Pryde kind of remembering how they first met. So you get a flashback of them like being the first time they met at the Xavier house. Xavier house.
Yeah,
Xavier
house,
mansion. Was it her house? Oh, yeah.
They went to her house. I think Xavier went to meet her parents, and then Xavier, I think her dad, Kitty's dad, was like, "Hey, take these kids out and go get some burgers or something." And that's when Colossus. She thought he was dreamy or hot or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's a bit weird because, as you know, when she first appeared in the comics, she was pretty young.
Yeah.
So,
we won't go into that. We'll just say that when she was of age and he was of age, they started to like each other.
Yeah, and they did actually do that kind of thing as well. It was kind of like
They made a note of that, didn't they? Because she says, I was just thinking about how when I first met you, I thought you were, I don't know what word she used, and he says you should have even been thinking of me back then.
Yeah, exactly.
He shut it down, so no, that was good.
Well done, Colossus. Well done.
Each issue kind of starts off with that, and certain other things are happening in between, but the main story is kind of Peter. I can't pronounce his name, but Pietro.
Oh no,
PR. Just call him PR.
Colossus, you mean?
Colossus, yeah.
Why they just call him Pete, man?
Yeah, PR. Butcher of every single type of name.
His name is difficult, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Piotr Rasputin.
Rich the Butcher.
Piotr Rasputin.
Yeah, that's your wrestling name. There you go.
So it's kind of like him. It's mainly about them, really. They're talking to their friends about the wedding and their nervousness and just kind of reminiscing about the old times. That he's got a bachelor party as well, and obviously it gets interrupted with villains.
Yeah, twice, by the way.
Twice, yeah.
Because the first time was it was actually in the special.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, so they get interrupted there, and then by the end of it, they finally go off and have some fun.
Yeah.
It tries to have some fun again, and then it says find out where they end up in issue 26, and then they're chilling. And as you read, they get into shit again.
Yeah. So they're constantly in on something.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's like 5 issues. Every issue kind of starts with a kind of flashback as well. So you'll get a flashback of I don't know if everyone remembers when Colossus died of the virus. The what was it called? The
Metal virus. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a virus that kills the mutants and their genes. Legacy virus, that's it. Yeah, so that's when he died. It would start with a flashback of Kitty Pryde when she was stuck in a bullet. If you guys remember, she was traveling through space. She was constantly phased inside the bullet. Yeah. So it was kind of a good reminisce of their history together and how their relationships have been. But issue 30, it was decent. I won't lie, it was a bit of a disappointment as well.
Oh dear.
Okay, it's unfair for me to scream about spoilers, and
Just no, go for it. Go for it. It's fine. I'll read it. No, go for it.
Okay.
Oh my days.
No,
right,
take your headphones out. Take
your I just feel like it's gonna stop me from buying it. Like I want to read it. No, go for it. Go for it. I'm gone. Go. Go. Okay. Just give me one of these when you're ready.
Okay, cool. So basically, it's the wedding day. They're happy. They're having a party the night before. Suddenly, Peter's sister wants to talk to Kitty. So they're outside on the roof and they're just talking because they're really good friends. But she has something to say to Kitty, and she doesn't really want to say it.
Tell me, I'm salivating at the mouth.
so she's like, oh, I don't want to say it. She's like, say it, go and say it. It's like, no, it's not my place. And she basically says, you're my best friend in life. So let's just say for a second that is it. I want this to be right for you and my brother. Please don't make me say this and all that. And then she says, I think it's been years off and on between you two. You know what I mean? I just think you two were meant to be together. It should have, if you two were meant to be together, it should have happened by now. Sorry, I'm a terrible friend and even a worse person. So she's basically throwing doubts in Kitty's mind. So then the next day they're getting ready, everything's fine, and then just as she comes, she's walking down the aisle, everything's great. Comes to him, just as they're saying their vows, and he's putting a ring on her finger. She phases, and he just goes through her hands, and everyone's shocked, and yeah, they end up not getting married. So she just disappears. Yeah.
That's savage.
Bitch move, man. Bitch move.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone's upset. Everyone's everyone's wondering what the hell was going on. And then Storm is talking to Storm's talking to Gambit. Well, she's actually just talking, and she's saying marriage is hard. It requires more than love. It needs hunger, feeling that you'd rather
you can share like your information.
Go. So I'm hearing my voice or someone's voice.
No. We can hear his voice. He's like, what's happening? What's happening?
I can hear what you're playing.
I didn't see a thumbs up. Wait, what? You can hear my...
What you're playing, yeah.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Rich is like, wait, I can hear myself twice. What's going on?
I've not finished yet, so my thumbs up is not there. Take your headphones out.
Not yet.
All right, so she's saying, yeah, she's just talking to someone, saying that it requires more than love. It requires hunger and a need. And then Gambit's like, you know what? You're absolutely right. I'd rather not go on living than spend another day apart. And Nightcrawler's like, what? Wait, what? And then, so basically Gambit walks up to Rogue and says, yeah, let's get married. It's all here. Everything's done. Everything's all ready. Let's give these people a party. And so Rogue and Gambit gets married, basically.
That's lovely. Kind of a bitch move, seeing as Colossus has just phase lost his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. I was a little disappointed because it was kind of like, well, this whole build up to a wedding and it doesn't happen. Yeah. And then it's someone else. It's kind of like a cheap move in a sense. Yeah. Like you thought these guys were getting married, but it's these guys. Haha. It's like, come on, man. So yeah, I'm happy for Rogue and Gambit because it has been a long time coming.
Yeah, that's been like longer than anybody. Like, no, I feel like Jean and Wolverine is the longest. But
well, that's the longest side, man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like...
But Yeah, I think it's time for it was overdue for Gambit and Rogue, at least for them to be a proper couple.
Yeah.
One thing I don't understand is they actually kissed. So maybe I'm missing something. The last thing I remember is Rogue could probably control her powers. I think so she can switch them on and off. I think I could be mistaken, but for some reason,
one, two, yeah.
Yeah. Could be, but they're kissing, so
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens next issue.
So Kieran's coming back now.
Yeah.
But he's not even looking.
He's not looking.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
I completely forgot that I asked you to do the
Yeah, we know.
I saw you doing this, and I thought it had something to do with what you read. I'm so dumb. All right, well, yeah, everybody, X-Men. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I'll get to it. Where's my tissue?
I'll go quickly through the next couple. Doctor Strange, I've also read. That was pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
You don't sound like you're feeling it. Every week you're kind of like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where it's going. I kind of want the whole space stuff to happen. He was still locked up. It was just basically a jailbreak. He met a new character who she got captured because she was trying to steal an ancient artifact, which just so happens to have magical powers in it, which he needs. So they're trying to escape. He tries to use the artifact to actually help his escape, but it doesn't work. They manage to get onto onto a ship, on her ship, but he pretty much needs to stop them from, because they've figured out where Earth is or about Earth, so they want to go out and conquer Earth now. So he doesn't want to. He's leaving, but he doesn't want to leave because he needs to stop them from going to Earth. And then he suddenly uses the artifact to actually stop them. It's an interesting way that he uses it.
I was gonna say was it magically?
Yeah, he used it magically, but it kind of interacts with your with kind of like your feelings, and so if you actually feel that something needs to happen, then it would work. But if you're kind of trying to get away from something, it's not really that, it doesn't feel that it's important.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those. It was kind of interesting. He's on the move now. He's traveling through space again now, so we'll see what happens.
Interesting.
Also, Dan Slott, first issue of Tony Stark Iron Man. That was an interesting issue. It wasn't that great, I don't think, in my opinion. It just kind of, he's back in the Iron Man suit. He's fighting Fin Fang Foom.
That's one of his classic villains, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice surprise to see that, but yeah, I don't know.
We need something new, people.
Yeah, I think
Iron Man fight Fin Fang Foom before.
Yeah, I need a bit more from it. I think.
Fair enough.
First issue was all right, but it wasn't that great.
Bear with him. He's just come off writing Spider-Man. Like you need to let him.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Get in. Yeah. But his last issue of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, issue 801, that was good. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed this issue.
Went out with a bang.
Yeah, I think so. It's just one story. It kind of, I don't really want to spoil it because I think it should be read.
Also, I'm still binge reading Spider-Man at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to say, so upset that he and Mockingbird broke up. Like,
Yeah.
Break up some marriages, like damn.
I was so upset about that. Like,
Yeah,
I liked those two as a couple, but then when they, but I suppose he had to do it. Dan Slott. I know this is like way back. Like, why am I even bringing this up? But he had to do it because he obviously knew that his run was coming to an end, so he couldn't leave them in a relationship.
Yeah.
But still, though, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Definitely. If you can even like read this on its own, issue 801, because it's a standalone really.
Okay.
And it's a great story. I think it's a nice fitting end to his run. So well done, Dan Slott. Yeah, gonna miss you on that.
Thanks for signing my comic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a great guy as well, man. Yeah, great guy. So yeah, I think that's my reviews.
What is next?
Okay.
Anyone got any reviews? Or?
I got a couple. I've got one real quick, which I'll go into. I read the latest issue of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to read that actually.
So I won't spoil. But it was
no,
really...
you can spoil. You can spoil it for me. I don't mind.
Because I don't have. I'm really bad at reviewing when I don't have them at hand. But it was a good issue. It finally brought everybody together.
Oh right, really?
Yeah. So we got is he named Danny Reyes? That's his name, right? Ghost Rider, She-Hulk, or as they're just calling her Hulk now. She's more feral and savage, like Bruce Banner used to be or is. Iron Man for Captain America and Black Panther and Doctor Strange. They're all together now.
Robbie Reyes, sorry. Yeah. So they're all kind of assembled now, yeah?
They've all basically assembled, but what happened is that they get separated. For different reasons. So I'm not going to tell you why. You'll just read it. But Captain America ends up with Loki.
Yeah.
Thor and Hulk end up together, which I can't wait
Best duo ever.
Yeah, which I can't wait to. But it's female Hulk.
She-Hulk, right?
Oh.
She-Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, She-Hulk.
So I can't wait to see how that turns out. And then it's Captain Marvel and Tony Stark need to get it together or just get it on because I
much flirting.
No, not even in that sense. They just keep arguing. I'm like, I even posted it the other day. It's like these two have learned nothing from Civil War.
Oh yeah, right.
Like, just stop it.
Did they remember as well? Did they make comments about it?
They didn't make a comment about it, but I remember not Odin, sorry. Thor is like, enough with this civil, how did he put it? This civil unrest, the civil fighting or something like that. He made a little play on words about it, but
okay.
They need to just stop with that. Yeah. Maybe those two just don't like each other and they're just
maybe.
They don't even remember what happened and they're still just kind of go. But it was a really good issue. I really like the artwork as well. It's forgot again, I have the hand, but the Avengers is really shaping up to be really nice. I don't know if I'm going to continue it after this arc. I was thinking about it the other day.
Really?
Yeah. If it doesn't answer the questions of what Odin got up to with his Avengers.
Right. Yeah.
If it doesn't answer that, then I'll continue on more.
But they kind of do that anyway. They kind of give you some. They give you like a preview of tidbits, and then the first arc, and even probably the second arc, wouldn't actually be anything with it, and then the third arc is actually the actual main.
Yeah,
that's true.
Story.
I'll probably just stick with it because I'm still trying to figure out which comics I'm collecting at the moment.
Yeah,
one I know I'm definitely collecting is 4. Jason Aaron's 4, but I don't know what else.
The thing is, as well, it is Jason Aaron on Avengers as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's one of the reasons I started reading it.
The thing with me is I'm really a visual kind of person, so the artwork, I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't read it yet as well, because the artwork is putting me off a bit.
Antoine's like that, but if artwork has to be really bad for me to be like, okay, I can't read this. Like, and it's and I'm not, and Avengers isn't that bad to the point.
It's not that bad, but it is off-putting.
I get what you mean. You want to see them a certain way, and this artist isn't.
It doesn't seem serious. Like it doesn't.
It's too cartoony. It's
yeah.
Is it like on the ball? Is it on the ball of like Thundercats or? Is
no. I wish I could think of an example because I know I've seen this kind of artwork.
Maybe the new Thundercats, like the
that's
not the old school Thundercats, the new Thundercats.
I knew what Isha meant. I knew you meant that.
It's bounciness to it.
It's like it's got the adult story.
Yeah.
With the childish theme. Do you get what I mean? That's what the artwork looks like. Where is it? It's too far away.
But the story is pretty decent though. But the last issue I read, it was pretty decent. So I just need to snap out of that mentality and read it. But that's the problem. Is like when I get comics like that, I just put them at the back of the pile, and then I end up not reading them because I've read something else.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'll just show you what it looks like.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think the artwork's. We are talking about Avengers, right?
Yeah.
I don't think the artwork's like this. I can deal with this, but I completely get what you mean. Like if anyone else was to say it, I would completely understand what they mean. But I feel like it's the kind of artwork where I can deal with it. I've seen so much worse. Where's my favorite picture?
Yeah, I do like the art on the Celestials though. That looks sick.
Yeah, the Celestials look really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find an image
Please
that
come
doesn't
into
spoil
the
too much.
films.
Yeah.
Hang on, here's a double page spread. That's the one assembled. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. I know. Yeah. Okay, I can get what you mean though. Yeah.
A quick thing since we're on the subject of Celestials. We need some Celestials Marvel Legends, man. That's all we need.
Yeah. Don't even. I would love some Celestial Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay. So what was the other one you read?
So today I decided to do something new. Look forward to this a lot more, folks out there. Today is the first time I'm going to do a retro review. Double R. And what I decided to do, what I wanted to do was read. I've got a bunch of Ultimate Spider-Man comics from when they came out.
Nice.
And the last time I was searching through my comics, I found one that had Cloak and Dagger in it.
Ultimate as well.
Yeah. So I thought I would review when Spider-Man met Cloak and Dagger. Couldn't find it.
Oh, what?
I was getting proper hype as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And I googled when does Ultimate Spider-Man meet Cloak and Dagger. The Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon came up. Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales came up. Could not find Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker comic book. So I picked one of my old favorites, which is issue 44, where Spider-Man finally meets the X-Men.
Oh, nice.
Which was a cool issue. So what it was, Peter had in the previous issue, Peter had to run out of school in a makeshift costume because there was a kid in another school called Geldof who was basically blowing up cars.
You shall not pass. Sorry, that's what it was.
Yeah, so basically he gets knocked unconscious and the X-Men and so does Spider-Man. I can't be able to go into why. I'm just gonna skip to when he's in the X-Mansion. Spider-Man wakes up in the X-Mansion with basically out of his costume, surrounded by all the X-Men. It was funny because you can't see that.
Oh, look at little face.
It was funny because he literally has this rant. I love it. He's like, I'm trying to keep a secret identity. No one respects my secret identity. One secret, that's all I want. He proper goes on his rant. It's like every time I turn, somebody finds out I'm Peter Parker and they Kitty Pryde's like, yeah, we didn't actually know your name.
That's the thing, is like you know their face, but it's like, okay,
who is this? Yeah,
it's like another human. I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I remember when Lex Luthor in the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah,
I can find out who the Flash is. And he's like, I have no idea who this is. But this was a really moralistic kind of what you would kind of do, what side you would be on kind of issue. Because what it is, this kid Geldof, Professor Xavier basically puts him under this. He basically puts a happy thought into his mind, so that he's more docile and less aggressive. And then they're trying to figure out if he's Cerebro. Basically says this guy isn't a mutant. He was basically experimented on while he was in the womb of his mom.
Oh wow!
And Xavier's basically using it as, I'm going to expose whoever did this. I'm going to get as much information from this kid as possible. Obviously, he's going to do that psychically, and he's going to talk to the UN, and he's going to talk to all these politicians from all these countries, and say just so that these countries can be like, basically, so that pressure is put onto these countries to stop doing these illegal experiments on fetuses and such. And Peter Parker's like, but what about this kid? He doesn't like. From what I hear, he doesn't even like mutants. What makes you think he's going to care about your crusade? And then Professor Xavier's like, no, I need to do, you know what I mean? There's Spider-Man's side of he's not interested in this. Why are you going to force him to do it? And there's a bit where Xavier's like, I'm going to talk to him. And you know what that means when Xavier says, I'm going to talk to him. He's basically going to coerced. Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember reading this today, and I was just like, Xavier's a bit of a dick.
He's a cunt. Sorry for using that word. He is.
I remember having a conversation with somebody saying like Xavier was the biggest villain of the whole
for real
X-Men.
For real.
I've had this conversation with people like, is he? And I'm like, you don't know Xavier.
Yeah, he is.
He does what he wants because he knows he can. So
yeah,
he does.
Yeah, he does. I remember that's Xavier's a subject for another podcast. But I was reading this and I was like, he's such a, you know what I mean? He's not the hero of this. And he's basically brainwashed these kids.
Yeah.
And
we need to do that, man. Sorry, we do need to do the wrongs Xavier did.
Yeah. And so it's basically this thing of where your morals lie. What was funny is when Peter Parker disagrees, and you have this scene where Beast is saying, sorry, hang on a second. There's this bit with Beast because I thought it was so funny.
We'll have some lift music. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, basically where Spider-Man's basically saying, doesn't this kid deserve to have a normal life? And then Beast is like, define normal. and then Xavier's like, exactly. So the next scene is basically Spider-Man. You can't see it properly, but he lays out Beast.
Wow.
He punches out Beast, grabs the kid, kicks Cyclops in the face, runs at Kitty Pryde, and she freaks out, so he phases through her. The next panel is basically, I don't know where Colossus came from, but
jeez.
Basically, he just crashes Colossus through a window. And then you just see Xavier like, now what good is that gonna do you? And then you see Peter Parker like, it was just a thought. Like this was a really good read. Like these are only like, well, it's 2018 now, so I suppose they're like 10 years old about that, or 18 years old now, but mine's in pristine condition. I don't even like touching it.
When I saw
plastic.
I was like,
but it was a really good issue. It was like a lot of fun. It actually made me miss reading Ultimate comic books. Like, I started reading comic books like Richard in the 90s, and then I took a break, and then Ultimate Comics came about, and that's what got me back into comic books, was Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate X-Men.
Yeah. And
this was a lot of fun, and to me, Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate X-Men were the best two series out there.
Ultimatum.
We can go into Ultimatum later, another time. I might do a retro review of that next time. But, this was so much fun. And then obviously there's other personal stuff going on, like Aunt May trying to figure out what's going on with Peter because he wasn't in school. She breaks into, he's got a lab in the basement. She breaks into it. Gwen Stacy is living with him because her family are deadbeats.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, wait. I can't remember what happened. No. Sorry, I take that back. I can't remember what happened to her dad in this series, in this universe. But anyway, Ultimate Spider-Man issue 44 is where Peter Parker meets the X-Men, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys know this, if you read Ultimate Spider-Man, but later on he actually ends up dating Kitty Pryde for a bit as well. Yeah. You can tell in this issue that she clearly has a crush on him. That was my retro review.
Nice.
I'll give it 5 mics out of 5. 5 mics. We want to 5 geeks out of 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That was my retro review. Look out for more retro reviews right here on The Source Wall.
The Source Wall.
All right. So should we do the pull list? Quick rundown of this week's pull list.
So I'm looking forward to this pull list as well.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. First one on the list from Boom Studios is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Anniversary.
Where are you, Josh?
Yeah.
This one's to you, Josh.
This one's for you, Josh. In the Wolverine voice.
Hold up. Sorry, I have to. This one's for you, Josh. I have to say, so I started reading volume 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and
that's a big smile.
Is sick. I'm buying volume 2 probably tomorrow, actually, because they've got this next Guyver character that's coming. I'm like, who is this guy?
Guyver.
He looks like Guyver, but I don't know if he's like some sort of old Power Ranger that Rita had from back. I don't know who he is, so I'll find out next I might have it.
I can physically hear Josh listening, going, "Oh, you know." Like, he's just
I was
so
thinking
mad.
Josh will know. Josh will know who it is. Let me see if I got an image. Oh, I deleted it. No, wait. Look at this man. He's like a Guyver-looking Power Ranger. Can you? Hang on. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is that, Josh? You have to let us know.
Yes, let us know, Josh. Come on now. Message.
Alright.
Yeah, Power Rangers are sick. Like Josh is right. I recommend anyone to start reading this book because
Yeah.
Tommy is just not getting on with Zach and Jason. Like
Flashback to the 90s.
Next week when Josh is back, we can go into that. So is that volume 1 you read? Yeah,
that's volume 1. Yeah,
Mighty Morphin.
Yeah. Wait. No,
No.
I've forgotten now.
We'll let you know.
One
next
of the
week.
Power Rangers. One of the Power Rangers. The ones that takes place after the Green Ranger joins them.
Oh, okay. So this one that's out today is anniversary special issue 1, and it's actually to celebrate 25 years of Power Rangers.
Nice.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like,
I'm getting old, man. Yeah, but man, I stay looking fine though.
More wise in the geek world.
Yeah, looking a lot more wise indeed.
Don't even worry about it. You know, I wouldn't want to be, and this sounds way old. I know every old person says this, but I would not want to be young in this day and age.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't either. So that's
you lot can keep it.
So that's from Boom Studios, Power Rangers Anniversary Special Issue 1. From DC, we've got Flash issue 49.
I cannot wait.
Flash War Part 3. Are you still on that? Are you still all embedded in Flash War?
I am. That shit is injected into my veins. I can't wait to get my next fix. If you're not reading Flash War, seriously, you do not have to read the Flash. Just read Flash War. It is so good, and I promise you, if you're a DC fan, it's probably gonna not retcon, but it's gonna probably, I don't even want to say change. It's gonna bring back what was once lost.
Wow! That was once lost in the Speed Force.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Read out. What's it gonna do? What's happening?
Tell me. So there's only one thing that can put Wally West's life back together as he races back to the present. He has one goal: break the Speed Force. Can the Flash stop his former sidekick before it's too late?
I have to say something real quick on this as well. So, I think that Wally West in the DC is going to become the main Flash.
Ooh.
The reason I think this is because if you just have to look at future stuff coming out, I've got a good example here. So there's this picture. I forgot what I was actually meant to send it to you in our group, Rich. You're not going to be able to see it. But
that's
what comic is that again?
That's
that.
We was talking about it last week, right?
Yeah, I forgot what it's for though.
Remember.
Anyway, if you look at it, Wally West is more up front than Barry Allen. Like Barry is behind Martian Manhunter.
Okay,
that's just a lot. Like Damian Wayne is in front of Barry Allen. Cyborg is in front of Barry Allen.
Yeah. We are here at the Source Wall. You see that? Yeah, that's
and the other thing I noticed is that I don't know if you guys saw the comics that they did recently. I actually still meant to buy them. It's too many comics to buy. I'm going to be so broke. Again, the comics that they did with like the old Cartoon Network cartoons with like so we had the Flash and that buggy car. We had you know those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. They did some.
Yeah.
I forgot who they teamed them up with. They did these comics where they teamed up some.
Like DC and Warner Brothers kind of thing.
Was it Warner Brothers? Yeah, they did DC and Warner Brothers, but this time it was DC and Hanna-Barbera. So it was.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
anyway,
I know.
Yeah. They had the Flash, the one they did for the Flash, which was it was called the Flash.
Heroes in Crisis Sanctuary. Yeah.
That was called.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had the Flash, but it wasn't Barry Allen Flash on the cover. It was Wally West.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that Wally West is going to be pushed to the front as the Flash.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Barry Allen might become, I don't know, the new Jay Garrick or something. Or I don't know what they're going to do with him.
Yeah, might get lost in the Speed Force again.
I think he'll still be there, because even in this image, he's still there, and he's part of the Justice League.
Right.
Barry Allen's part of the Justice League at the moment, so I just feel like they're gonna push Wally West more up front.
So do you think they'll still keep the Flash title, or do you think they would bring out another one? I'm thinking that
they're gonna keep the Flash title, but Wally West will be the Flash.
Oh, okay. And Barry Allen will probably just be on Justice League.
Be in the Justice League or something like that, and feature in the
Flash. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's just a theory. I'm just going by what I'm seeing in all this art that I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first. That's Karen's theory.
Yeah. I could be wrong. I could be horribly wrong.
But if you were right, though, is that something? Because you're an avid Flash reader, so is that something that you would look forward to? Or
I honestly, as much as I've been loving Barry Allen in DC Rebirth, I grew up on Wally West.
Yeah,
Wally West is my boy. That Wally West was the Flash when I was growing up in comic books. He was the Flash in the Justice League cartoon. To be honest, if I'm completely honest, I mean that TV show with Wesley, what's his name? Wesley Shipp.
Yeah.
I used to love that when I was a kid, but I didn't know who Barry Allen was. Like I'm too young to remember what his name was.
Yeah.
So to me, I knew Wally West before I knew who Barry Allen was.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I did love that anime, that TV show. That was great. I used to love that. I used to love that.
But remember when we were kids, Barry Allen. I mean, Wally West was the Flash, and Barry Allen had been in the Speed Force for like 30 years. He only came back in Flash Rebirth, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Flash Rebirth is quite a young comic book.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, we will keep you posted, and you let us know. And everything will be.
If you did hear it here first, remember, I'm the man.
All right.
Yes. What's next?
Okay, so Man of Steel issue 5 is out as well. Yeah, I'll be getting it. I'll be reading it. Like I said earlier, it's 5 of 6 as well, so I might as well finish off what he's doing, and then
nice little movie.
Yeah, see what Wagwan, and then
see what Wagwan.
Yeah, but yeah, it's going down the scale for me, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Terrifics issue 5. I need to catch up on that actually myself.
Yeah, I think the last one I read was issue 3. I might be done after that arc, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to carry on.
Yeah, same here. But synopsis is what happens when the Terrifics have to fight a whole town made entirely of metamorpho. If the street light doesn't get them first, they'll need to save the innocent people transformed into elemental avatars in a world gone completely berserk. We're talking gas armies, rock monsters, orbs of Ra, and ancient elements people to boot. Everything's possessed and crazy. Somebody call an exorcist or 4.
They're still on Earth now. Like, they're back on Earth, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, see, what appealed to me about this comic was that they were going to be out there trying to get back home. If that's what they were doing for like a good 12 issues,
that would have been sweet.
That would have been sick, but they did that in 3.
Yeah, but Karen, fear not, the Fantastic Four will be back very soon. So
can I buy that now? Is that what you're saying? Can I finally go and buy it?
Not yet. He's got another. I think it's September actually. It's out. So. He's still got Marvel 2-in-1. That's still releasing, and that's been
buying that.
I was actually gonna put that on the pull list, but there's a lot of Marvel out today, so.
2-in-1 is the Ben Grimm and Johnny Storm going out looking for them, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with Doctor Doom as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's good. Image Comics, Kill or Be Killed, issue 20, season finale. The grand finale to Kill or Be Killed. Will Dillon find a way? Will Dillon. I thought his name was Will Dillon. Like William. Will
Dillon.
Yeah. As you know, I haven't been reading Kill or Be Killed, but My missus.
Friday payday. I need lots of Image comics.
Yeah, my missus brought it for me, and I haven't read it yet. So
no, joking.
Yeah.
Side-eye and you like.
Bare side eye.
If that was Marvel, you know you would have done Reddit already.
So will Dylan find a way to live his secret life as a vigilante, or will he throw away the mask? And was there ever really a demon, or is he just crazy? And will he or any of us get out alive? All the answers are here. So, yeah, I mean, issue 20, I think I will catch up, hopefully.
I like about Image Comics actually is that they do their comics end.
Yeah.
The comics end, and if a comic ends, there's absolutely no need to retcon the mistakes because they were like that's it. You know what I mean? When I was reading Jupiter's Legacy, I was shocked to see that I thought it was going to be like 3 volumes. It was only 2. I was like, all right, cool, I'm done.
Really?
Yeah. Remember the ones I bought at Comic-Con with you guys last year? That graphic novel?
Yeah.
2 volumes, done,
and that's it.
Yeah, it was good by the way. I do a retro review. We'll see.
Nice. Saga issue 53.
I'm so behind on Saga. It's ridiculous. I think I'm on like volume 4. I need to read. So good. The Saga is this. Saga's so good.
So the synopsis for this is just so that's it.
Need to know.
Sex Criminals. We've got Sex Criminals issue 25 and Wicked and Divine 37.
Yeah. Wait, do I have Wicked and Divine? Wait. I think I have Wicked and Divine. Hold on. Hold the presses. Hold the presses. 1 moment. Oh, I think I have this one. Is it 6?
Wicked and Divine.
Yeah.
Issue 37.
37. Okay, so this might be one after this then.
Okay.
Wait, is that how they release it? Like a graphic novel?
Yeah.
The 37 graphic novel.
I think that's the.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
No, this is volume 6.
I thought you said 36. I was like, what?
No.
I ain't reading that. 36 graphic novels.
A lot of money. It's a lot of money. So
look at them. Adorable. Okay, no more.
So Sex Criminals 5-finger discount conclusion. How have we gotten through 24 issues already and not made an exciting climax joke in the solicits? Come on, Matty, wake up and get your head in the game. I need to read up on Sex Criminals.
Me too. The joke is I see it every time I go into comics. I'm gonna get it, and then I'm never gonna.
Yeah, I don't like to get comics in the middle of something. I like to read it from the first issue and build up. So, I mean, these 4 from Image, they are on my list, but I just haven't started reading them.
Yeah, I read the Wicked and Divine.
Yeah, I started Wicked and Divine. That's really good, but I need to finish that as well.
Fine, East of West and Saga.
I have to say to you people out there, I'm not huge on Image, but if I was to pick a third favorite, it would be Image.
That's given. Like seriously, get out there and read. Come out of the whole Marvel and DC thing. Come out of your comfort zone and read some Image comics. Like seriously, you will not. Oh yeah, definitely.
Not disappoint. First time I read Saga, it blew my mind. I've not read any Virgo. I've not read any Virgo. Valiant Comics.
Yeah, Valiant.
We should do an issue. We should do an issue on just about what's outside there besides
DC.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Just show that we know.
Got a bit of reading to do though for myself anyway.
I mean, I've read stuff out there, so I'm good.
Okay.
You've read Turtles, IDW. There you go.
Yeah.
Richard's like,
I haven't caught up on it though, so I've still got a lot of reading to do.
It wouldn't be about what's to read now necessarily. It's just to make people aware of the other publishing companies besides Marvel and DC.
Yeah, so, definitely.
We'll do that for you, people.
All right. What I'll do then, I'll read some this week then, and then
maybe I'll read I Hate Fairyland or something.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that actually as well.
Oh
my days.
I'll pay my bills. After you pay your bills.
Okay, so final pull list is Marvel. Going back to Marvel, one more time. We've got issue 2 of Black Panther. First issue was pretty good. We'll see where it comes from there. But Black Panther is in space as well. He's not met Doctor Strange yet, and I don't think that's going to happen. But he's in Doctor Strange now. Multiple Man issue 1.
Yeah, my mouth just dropped. Remember we were talking about Multiple Man months ago.
Yeah,
I need to know what's going on with this guy.
That's finally out now. So, yep, Matthew Rosenberg and Andy McDonald bring Multiple Man back from the dead, sort of, maybe. So I remember we was talking about, is he back? Right. How did he die?
Because he didn't die in the thing with the cloud.
Was it Death of X?
Death of X. He didn't die. That was a clone. Because because there was a Multiple Man somewhere living with his girlfriend. He had a girlfriend, and that one.
Wow.
Oh, come on, man.
We'll when we read this, we'll find out. So
review next week.
Yeah.
I need to buy this one. I have to buy this one. I have to remember to buy this one. Oh, I'm gonna be broke. I don't have money.
So Jamie Madrox was alive for a while. Then he was dead. Now he's not, but he will be again if he doesn't kill himself, trying to make sure he doesn't die. It makes sense when you read it. Trust us, in his fight to not die, Jamie has stumbled across a threat even greater than his own death, but fixing it might make it worse. Can he save the world from himself? On top of that, the X-Men are mad at him now, and a mysterious new group of foes is after him too. We can't tell you who they are, but they're pretty great.
He sounds like Missy. He sounds like he's turning into a Missy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't read it, but you do, please review it and do a spoiler review. I don't care. I just want to know. I don't need to read it.
I doubt they'll let us know how he comes back. But yeah, I will read it. I will read it.
Oh, man.
Sentry issue 1, the Golden Guardian is back, fresh from the pages of Doctor Strange. Oh yeah, he came back in Doctor Strange.
I always get him and Hyperion mixed up.
Yeah, same. So
Hyperion. If I have a child, this is what I'm naming them.
Yeah.
You're somewhere else, man. Hyperion.
That's a very strong name.
It is a very strong name. Hyperion.
And Kylo.
Oh my days.
So if you don't know, he's basically Marvel's Superman.
Well, Marvel has 3.
Oh well, yeah. And he has a dark side called the Void, which is a very powerful entity. Basically, from the Doctor Strange comic, he locked up the Void, and Sentry, aka Jesus, what's his name again? Is it Bob
Reynolds?
Bob Reynolds, yeah. Bob Reynolds, he was somewhere in the world meditating and living a peaceful life until, spoilers, Loki became the Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Strange got pissed. He went to the Sentry to get his help. He also went to Odin to go to the Life Tree, I think it is, get some powers from there so he can beat Loki. That wasn't enough. He opened the gates to the Voids. The Voids inhabited Doctor Strange. It was quite sick. It was pretty sick. I'll recommend you to read it. But after that, the Void is back, Sentry's back. So this is obviously continuing on from that.
Okay.
I've not read much of him. The only thing I read of him was when he and Hulk fought in World War Hulk.
Yeah.
That was
sick. Yeah. I haven't either. I haven't really read much of him either. So the Sentry, shining sentinel with the power of 1,000 exploding suns, is back from the dead, but his troubled mind is. Oh yeah, by the way, he's crazy.
If you didn't get that in the bit that he just explained, he's gone mad. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
he's always been a bit funny though, hasn't he?
Yeah. In his troubled mind, far from finding peace, by day he trudges through a mundane life as Bob Reynolds. At night, the Sentry soars across the gleaming, perfect skyline. But how much of the Sentry's dual existence is real, and what of his dark other self, the Void? Jeff Lemire, Moonlight, and Black Hammer. Jeff Lemire's bloody sick.
Jeff Lemire's, yeah. If he's doing it, then it's going to be good.
Yeah. he returns to Marvel and unites with Kim Jacinto, Avengers No Surrender, for his mind-bending series that will shake the Sentry and the Marvel Universe to its foundations. Last but not least, Thor issue 2. Yes. From Hell. Shubba. The sons of Odin ride again in the lands of the dead. Thor is reunited with his long-lost brother, Boulder. Nope. Boulder.
Boulder.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
The King of Hell.
God of War, anybody?
Yeah.
Who's playing God of War out there?
Just in time to face the fire goblin armies of the Queen of Cinders as the War of the Realms continues to burn its way across all creation. Plus Loki, Thori, the Hellhound, Scrooge with a really big gun, monster trucks, and more.
And I just found out that my issue was dispatched today, so I should be getting that in the next couple days.
Sweet.
Ready to review for you guys next week. Tune in.
I have 2 things to say. Food Wars. Shokuri no Soma. Very good show. And My Hero Academia. Oh my god.
Oh my days. Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Right.
I've not watched any.
Right. So the last one I watched, spoilers, was where All Might fought One for All? All for One. All for One. All for One. Oh my day. So Rich, yeah. So you like superheroes and you grew up on anime, but you're not sure you want to get into anime these days. But you want superheroes. My Hero Academia. You need to be watching this, man.
Okay. I'll
My
try.
Hero Academia.
I need to try and find some time for that.
It's so good, bro. It's so good.
Yeah. And if you want a good platform to watch it on, I will say Crunchyroll, because I've been testing it out.
Yeah.
It's a really good platform. And they give you free for like a month. And then
wow.
If you did want to pay for the streaming service, I think it's only like $2 or $4.99.
Oh, really?
Not that bad. And you can have
all the anime.
Right. You know?
I need to ask this. Is Crunchyroll free if you just watch the adverts? Someone told me that.
I think so. But the adverts don't come up. So some of them, when you're watching the free trial, they just don't come up anyway. So, but you can just, if you don't want to, you can.
I just don't want to pay. But if I can watch it for free,
I mean, if you can watch it for free, watch it for free. But it's,
I have Crunchyroll on a budget.
But as a platform, Crunchyroll is really good. So big up to you, Crunchyroll people, because they're really
Shawnee B25 is saying apparently you can watch it for free with the adverts.
Thanks, bro.
There you go. Watching it for free. I appreciate you.
So, speaking of free things you can watch, you just watched the free episode of The Source Wall.
Yes.
We would always be free.
It's always free.
As long as YouTube doesn't charge us, then.
Yeah. If YouTube charges us, then obviously we'll just
charge you
or else, and then a penny a minute.
Fine. So that's issue 27 of The Source Wall.
Thank you for joining us.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Week 7:30ish on a Wednesday for all of your geekness. Make sure you follow us, subscribe, like, share, tell everyone about.
Tell your geek friends, tell your non-geek friends, tell everybody.
Yeah.
Quick plug. I like to go to the gym, and if you like to go to the gym too, there is no gym better than Vegeta's gym.
Nice.
I was wondering where that was going. Amazing. But yes,
his slogan is. Oh, his slogan is power from him.
Crazy. Yes, follow us on Insta and iTunes and all that good stuff, and we will see you next week. Thank you.
Love and peace.
Peace.